All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mashut Beach, County Park. Beautiful setting here, and it's a really good day for this community in Hampton Bays. In addition to being town supervisor, myself and the rest of the town board serve as commissioners for the Hampton Bays Water District. And for years, we have heard the complaints from people on the east side of the Shinnecock Canal that there wasn't enough water pressure. Sometimes they couldn't take showers, even flush toilets. And we've been working with engineers, including H2M, to try to solve this problem. And the way we've determined the best solution is to add another water main. And that has recently been accomplished, where we directionally drilled under the Shinnecock Canal, coming up here in the county park. Now, that was complicated for many reasons, but one of them is this is a park, and we had to go through New York State to get park permission. It's called an alienation procedure to allow this infrastructure to be located here at the park. Of course, it helps the park because we have a vendor here, a commercial vendor. It's a popular place, comfort stations, etc. It helps them with having water and water pressure. It also helps our entire community in terms of fire suppression, being able to have water available to put out fires when you need to. So this is a really exciting day, and today we're going to actually open up the valve and allow the water to flow through. I want to mention some of the people who are here with me. I think I'm going to start at this end. Chris Weber from H2M, our consulting engineers. The newly appointed head of our water district, superintendent of our Hampton Bays Water District, James Cappers, is here, and this tool will be used to turn that valve. John Collins from H2M right behind him. Again in the back, Jim Burke, who's our town attorney, who worked really hard on getting all the permissions so that this could be located in this location. Cindy McNamara, councilwoman from the town board, Rick Martell, councilman for the town board, and Mike Iacilli, who's representing Bridget Fleming, county legislator's office. So again, this is a major capital project. It was very expensive. This is not the only one that we did. We also did a directional drilling project under the Shinnecock Bay and put a new water main there. And it's part of a larger program where we have taken on improving the Hampton Bays Water District in so many ways. We put iron and manganese filtration in at one of the well fields to get rid of the discolored water that people had complained about. We put carbon filtration in at field 1 to make sure we were eliminating all of the emerging contaminants that were located in that location. We're putting a new water main out into Ram Pasture. That's a project that hasn't happened yet. We did tank renovations at Bellows Pond. There's all kinds of capital projects, for water meters, all kinds of things that we're doing with the water district to make the best quality water for people here in Hampton Bays. And it's showing, because I'm not getting the complaints we used to about discolored water or low water pressure. So I think we're on the right track here, and we take this very seriously, because water is fundamental to life, and we want to make sure everybody feels comfortable drinking the water here in Hampton Bays. With that, let me bring up the other two council people who are here. We'll start with.
There's really nothing left to say, Jay.
They don't want to say.
Covered it all and then some.
All right, you guys. Rick, you want to say anything?
Yeah,
Rick is from Hampton Bays.
So real quick, I live in Hampton Bays. I drink the Hampton Bays water all the time. I want to commend James Cappers and the rest of the crew at the Hampton Bays Water District for everything they do. They do handle complaints very quickly. If there is an issue, they're proactive. They take care of things well in advance of when needed. This is one of the examples of something they've been working on for a long time. I want to commend them on their work and their diligence to get this done. And I think it will be a great asset, especially to everybody in the district on the east side of the canal. So I'm really proud that they took this on, and they finished it in a timely manner, and we're looking forward to the next project. Thank you.
Actually, one thing that you forgot to mention. 60% of the project was funded through grants from New York State.
Yep, thank you. So that's a really important point too, that the cost of this is being largely offset by grants, and you guys at H2M, you're fundamental in sort of putting that grant request together. So thank you for that, and that'll help relieve the pressure on ratepayers in Hampton Bays. James, you want to say a word? Yeah, the-
You can hold the road valve, Keith. Yeah, I'd like to just say thank you to everybody behind us. This was a tough project to finally get going, and the promise is coming true. We had our last meeting where we heard the complaints from the east side of Canal, and we've been promising this a long time for relief, and we're finally getting that relief, and we're getting that relief across the district. We're improving our infrastructure. We're bringing more water to areas that are needed, and this was a good stepping point to show the ratepayers and the customers that we are going to do the best for them and provide them with the cleanest water possible. Thank you.
So we don't have a blue ribbon, and we don't have a large pair of scissors, but we do have this thing. This is, what do you call this, Chase?
Road valve key.
A valve key?
Yeah.
All right, show us how you use that. But don't turn it yet, 'cause
We all need a hand on it.
Yeah.
you said it.
So we're ready to
All
go.
right, Rick, I
Righty-tighty with the
want
all-
Rick over here. He's the Hampton Bays resident.
Ready,
All
James?
right, you ready? This way, lefty loosey. Yep, lefty loosey is on.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah,
I'll give it a turn.
couple turns and off. Yeah.
All right.
You guys have to finish the job.
Yeah.
That poor guy in the middle of a shower.
Nobody will say we don't work together, right? This is bipartisan government at its
Once
best.
you're on, you always quarter turn back.
There
Good to
you
go.
go. We learned
All
something.
right.
Why do you quarter turn back?
This way it's easier if we ever have to shut it off. It's not locked like people like to cement those valves down. And you're like,
Does it type temperature like heat?
Yeah,
cold?
question.
yeah. When you open up the valve, you actually lock it against it's like a packing inside that valve. So when you try to really wrench it open, you lock it against that packing. So if we ever have to shut it down, it takes like you got to put pry bars on there and try to do it. So you can always quarter turn back so it keeps
Is
it.
it okay for us to have cars parking over this?
Oh yeah.
Like you don't need access to it all the time?
So if there's a car there, they can just.
Can I ask a question? I know it's not Memorial Day yet. You'll have a lot more people here, but have we noticed an improvement in water pressure east of the canal?
We've made a couple of phone calls to the people that were the people that addressed the problems of the low water volume, water pressure. We haven't heard back from all of them yet, but the couple that we've talked to, we've seen a better amount of volume of water available to them. But a real tell is going to be during the hot summer months when everybody's got the irrigation on and so forth.
So we'll know soon.
Well, listen.
And there's a redundancy here too. We didn't get rid of the old water main. There's still one under one of the bridges.
Montauk Highway.
Montauk Highway Bridge. It sort of hangs from the bridge.
Yeah, it's mounted to the bottom.
So there's actually two water mains. So if there's a problem with one, we still can supply water with the other.
Correct.
Questions?
You said that there were problems east of the canal?
Yeah,
Yes.
on the east side of the canal,
Well, like where? Give me an example.
Shinnecock Hills.
Shinnecock.
Yeah, the higher elevations, because all the water is available on the lower elevation on Montauk Highway, and the east side has a lot of terrain, and the houses mainly on top of the hills were experiencing the low water volume, low pressure, because everybody on the Montauk Highway side had their sprinklers on in the middle of the night, had to deplete our storage, and then in the morning when they go take a shower.
So Dana, and correct me if I'm wrong, but all of our well fields and all of our tanks are all on the west side of the Shinnecock
Right.
Canal.
Yeah.
So we take water from the west side and we pump it to the other side. And if you only have one water main and the diameter is not that great, to try to push that much water up all those hills is really hard. So now we have just more capacity. It's like having an extra lane on the highway, which we probably could use.
Yes, that's true.
Any other questions?
James, out easternmost boundary, westernmost boundaries, or what for the district?
The easternmost boundary is where we end.
Yeah.
Peconic Road and Montauk Highway there. We end there, and then we end at Jones Road. Jones Road and Montauk.
Pretty
Highway.
large district.
Over
We do
100
have
miles-
some. We
over
do have
100
some
miles of water.
We have some interconnections too with Suffolk County Water Authority, which is to the east of us. So if we have to push water to them for fighting fires or vice versa, we can open up valves as well. Other questions? Katie, you got anything? All right. Thank you, everybody.